going to say, so we all are familiar with this expression false flag now, and it was really interesting a couple of weeks ago when the American intelligence services started sort of telling the world what they knew and saying there's going to be a false flag and there's going to be allegations of some sort of genocide in Ukraine or in Donetsk and so on and so forth. And it's interesting talking to people who know much more about these things than I do, and some of them are saying, in some ways, that's convincing the West, but we were already convinced. But it's actually convincing a lot of Russians that Americans are indulging in the same sort of lies and fabrications. Yeah. So in some ways, it's not really helping the case in Russia, because, of course, what a lot of the intelligence services really want to see is Russians turning on Putin. But there is absolutely no sign of that happening.
And isn't the real hero in this new German Chancellor, the really short guy who looks like
Scholz.
It looks like a bald hobbit.
He has been a hero this week.
He's done brilliantly. You have to look
but he was an
him.
appeaser to begin with. But he's done the right thing.
Come on, he's done an incredible thing. He's actually put his money where his mouth is.
But again, I say, Daisy, would he have done it without the moral leadership of Boris Johnson?
That's
he was
Daisy.
Amanda.
Daisy, would he have done it without the moral leadership of Boris Johnson? That's the point. Yeah, Germany followed us.
Well, no, I mean, what the Germans have done with the Nord gas line is much, much more than we've got sanctions on 3 people who are persona non grata in this country. Anyway, it's made no difference.
But what I'm saying is even just a couple of weeks ago, Adam, Scholz wouldn't even talk about Nord Stream. He wouldn't even contemplate halting it. Yeah. So I think what Boris and Truss did is lead Europe, and they said this pathetic response from that pathetic small little Macron, who is the modern-day Neville Chamberlain, was not good enough. He is an appeaser. He looks like a fool because he promised the French people de-escalation, and that hasn't happened. And I think Boris has been proven to be right.
Yeah, I think Boris is coming out all right in this.
See, I don't agree on this. I actually think it's that Scholz guy, the Hobbit guy, that's done the really big thing. Because it's going to cost him, it's going to cost Putin a lot, because it's going to really affect but it's going to cost his own people. And we're talking about all these small men, Putin, Macron, this Scholz guy, I keep thinking he's a football manager.
But Scholz came under huge pressure from the Americans, and were also given...
And it was the right thing to do.
But he did it. And never underestimate, as they said in Lord of the Rings, what Gandalf said, even the smallest person can change the world.
You're obsessed with Aya.
But Amanda, your heartthrob Putin is 5.5.
OK, he's off my wall. Can I just say, after last week, I have...
You have to give up on that little fantasy, Amanda.
I've torn that